Cheers! Welcome to my channel. This is a bonus full moon reading for the month of December on the 4th Tarot Oracle reading. And Virgo, you are the star of this astrological insight. If your sun sign is not Virgo, we still all have a little bit of Virgo in us. If you have your birth chart, which house is Virgo in? That is where this energy shows up for you. My goal is to provide you with valuable information to empower you. I have already cut and washed, or shuffled and washed the cards. I'm giving them a quick cut here. And we will begin with the underlying energy for the reading from the bottom of the deck. And we have the star. The star has been coming up a lot in my readings lately. So this energy is, it's from the major arcana. And she's dipping her right foot into the pool, the universal pool of water, gaining knowledge and pouring part of her within. And then she's taken the two vessels, and in between them, she's pouring water on the earth, which represents her ability to bring what the heavens have brought down for her to earth. And it's saying these are actually the Pleiades, the constellation Pleiades, and the sun in the background represents God. This is her divinity coming down from heaven and bringing what she came here to do down to earth. And so that's a good way to start a reading off. And we have the King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is a very stable person. The King of Pentacles is, the pentacles represent health, wealth, happiness, like abundance. And the king is generally well known as an authority figure who is really admired for their financial acumen. Now, the King of Pentacles is actually an archetype, as is the star. So these roles could be, this could be a woman in her masculine energy as well as a man in masculine energy, and same with this here. So this is the energy we have to start with. So we have a star energy, someone that was born to shine, with a lot of pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles is known for being able to bring whatever from the heavens down to the physical world and bring it into like physical form. And money is one of those forms. Yeah, and then the reading starts off with the Knight of Pentacles, and there we have it again, focusing on this pentacle. So this energy is the underlying energy for this part of the reading, the bottom part, and the bottom part is your internal dynamics, internal boundaries. So this is what you have control over. A message has come in. I'm getting money to be made. This energy is like the knights used to work for the kings. So this could be an employee or an apprentice or someone, it could be actually a son, a nephew, something like that, a family member that is working for the king. And this knight, out of all of the knights, he's the slowest moving one. So this could be have something to do with maybe. It reminds me of the situation of in the UK, where you have the king and then you have the prince in waiting, and the prince is about to become the king. Or maybe this company, somebody owns a company, and this is who they want to pass the reins down to. I'm getting that kind of energy. So it's kind of been someone who's been like at a standstill waiting to have this position. It doesn't have to be that. It could also be like not a family member or something like that, but someone that has been working hard at your craft or whatever, and you've been patiently waiting to have a position where you're actually like the CFO or the CEO, something like that, chief financial advisor or of a company, or the CEO, like that, and that type of energy. Because the knights generally are like at least 21 years of age, and This, again, remember, this could represent a male or a female in their masculine energy. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So this is someone who's mastered their skill set. That's what this card says. This person is, there's two people here that want to collaborate, and he's showing them his work. They have plans, and they're possibly thinking about hiring him. So this feels like this is a job interview or a promotion or something like that. We'll look further. Sometimes this card speaks of energy that is not on the up and up, but we will see. Here we have, okay, this card represents the Four of Swords. So I'm getting that the Four of Swords, there's three swords hanging here. So like there's no swords being used. This one's down here. This is someone who's gone inward now, and they're praying over it or meditating over it, whether or not to maybe take this promotion, or whether or not to hire this person and give him the position. I feel like this is about work more so, because we don't have any cups out here yet. But the energy is this person's in a church, and it's clearing their mind. And this is really good energy to be in if it's a big move that you're planning to make. There's a stained glass window here, and it says Pax on it. And this energy is like, Pax means peace. So this is about having peace of mind. So that's like, this could be the king having peace of mind because they finally have found someone that can take the reins of the business, you know, or that they're ready to retire and their relative, their son, their daughter, or someone else in the family is going to take the positions. It could be a family business. And we have a passion for new discovery here. So the Ace of Wands comes in as a gift from God, from the universe. And it's talking about, I feel like, this positioning for this because the wands represent action. So if there's been some thought that's gone into it, and there's been all this time waiting to master your skill set, then this card is saying, you know, the wait is over now, the decision has been made, and this is a passion for new discovery. So this is a gift from the universe, from God, it's like kind of like fate being handed to you, and the action that's happening here is that you're favored by God for this position. It's part of your destiny, and has been since you were a young child. It's coming up. Yeah, it really has that energy of an actual king passing down, you know, the throne energy. But I mean, that's, everybody's the king of their castle, right? So it could just be, you know, but I'm getting it's not, it's a business, or it's something that makes money. And it could be a family legacy, so it could be generational wealth that's being passed down. And that's what it kind of feels like. It doesn't have to be royalty, though, that's doing that. And because the Strength card represents facing fears, and that's what the red lion is. It's fear. And this is a young woman, and she's reaching into the lion's mouth, and that's representing that she's facing her fears. And you'll notice the lion's tail is tucked under like a dog, and that's just representing that he's submissive to this. So she is gaining control. He is gaining control of the fear, so that this infinite potential that she's destined to have is going to come into place. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. All right, so the Queen of Pentacles is in now, and she's focused on the pentacle. Everybody's focused on the pentacle here. So we know this is about business. This is about money. This could be about a country, just with the energy. It's not a small business. I'm getting it's something, you know, that generational wealth. And the Queen, she's known for having quality over quantity, and she is also known for being able to make something out of nothing. And so she's sitting on her throne. She's very focused on the pentacle. And when the King and the Queen of Pentacles show up like this together, it can mean like a couple that you know, a real traditional couple. Generally it's someone like This could represent someone that's also like an authority figure as far as like financial advisor, you know, that kind of energy. And if they are a couple, then this energy is, if they're a couple, they're probably a traditional couple, is generally what the king and queen are. And they might be like, the most boring of all the, couples that come together in the tarot, like the kings like this that are in the same suit, just because they're steady, like they're boring for all the good reasons though, because they're stable, they know how, you know, they know the value of things, they know the value of working hard to get to where you want to go, they know the value of having a good reputation, all of that energy. And this can also represent, like this could be a queen, or like a woman in the masculine energy. This could be a male in the feminine. Or this could be one person that has both the qualities now, the masculine and feminine qualities of someone who's really learned how to be really good with money and to be really good at running a business. So it doesn't necessarily even have to be that these are like couples, that this is a couple. In some ways, I feel like, because this is the underlying energy for the whole reading, that it may be that this is just saying that now this energy is this person here is the same person, and they are now ready to take over the company and to run it. And that's what this is like, about identity and self-image. And then this is the value. And I feel like this person is highly valued because they have mastered their skill set. And then there's the communication from early life. And I'm just getting like, if this is a child of the, and it feels kind of like it might be that energy, a child of the king and the queen, that this energy, that this was someone that was always destined to take over this company. That was always the plan. And that they're at peace at mind. They've been well groomed for the position is what's coming up. And the Ace of Wands is about an emotional foundation, like from your home and your family. And I just feel like this energy is very stable, and like, you know, when I say that they're the most boring, it's in a really good way, a really good way to be raised by people that are that boring. I'm getting, like, because it's just that they don't probably express emotions so much, and it's probably, you know, like socially, their social image and everything, like that they're very conservative is what I'm getting. So they're not wild party animals going out and about and have a reputation for that. And this is about their creativity, their romance, and children. So I feel like this may be someone taking over the family business. So congratulations if that's you. You know, this is really like it's kind of like you've been groomed for this. You're prepared for it. This is a really nice reading, to have a nice calm reading like this. This is Virgo energy. Virgo is very clean. Like when Virgo energy is like really in place, in order. The Virgo energy is all about analytical critique, and like always kind of going, okay, now how can we improve our performance, and being given the tools from a young child to understand the value of money, how to deal with money, what that responsibility means for the other people. Like if you have a company and you have a lot of employees, that they're relying on you to keep the company going so that they can put food on the plate for their families. So it's that kind of energy. And then this is daily routines, habits, and that's the Queen of Pentacles. Like if anyone has like an Instagram page that's real, that would be her. Like her house is in order. Do you know what? Like everything's in order, everything, and she might even be able to have white furniture. You know what I'm saying? And if you saw pictures on Instagram of her house, when you went to her house, that's how her house would look. That's the kind of energy. So the what ifs here I feel like there's not that many. These are the internal forces. This is like a real, really nice energy, like a really good energy to see. That, you know, just someone that was brought up to, you know, to carry on the family legacy, and there's no drama here. There's, you know, it's just someone who's getting ready to take this position. So we'll see even the reading. Some of you may find kind of boring because like there's not much happening here, except then bang, of course, as soon as I say that, we have this energy here coming in. And so this is a sneaky energy, and this is the shift disturber. So someone's coming in to stir the pot. And this card is a walking contradiction. Sometimes the shift disturber disturbs things in a good way, like a more creative way and an innovative way. And that could be speaking about that this person has been ready to do this, and they have a lot of ideas, because the swords represent mental activity. And these two could be this couple that, you know, okay, here you are, and this is the way you did it. Now when I take over, I'm going to do it this way. And I feel like that's the energy. So he's looking back at the past, but he's moving forward. And he's not really looking where he's going, because he already has all the thoughts exactly what he's going to do. He's just looking back at, okay, that was the past, now this is the future. I feel like there's not a whole lot holding this person back. Like if this is you, there's not much holding you back. You have what you need to make this happen. Yeah, and then we have, look at this, we have 9 of Cups here. This is the first cups that have come in. So the cups represent, I feel like the energy coming in here. The cups represent like someone that always had an idea in their head since they were little about the way they were going to live their life. And that's being pointed out here. And perhaps this couple was so focused on, you know, being proper and all of that, and the relative, the son, the daughter, whatever, that's taking this over, wants to have more fun and be more innovative in the thinking and do things differently than them. And this, because this energy, if this is someone, this is definitely someone that's highly favored. And you can see all of the cards here that are about this person moving into this position, they all have bright yellow or golden backgrounds, and that represents like abundance and happiness and joyfulness. So the difference basically here between the cups and the pentacles is that the pentacles are more about material, like matter on the physical planet, like that, things that you can buy with money. And the cups are more about romantic love, or what you love to do, or who you love to be, or what you always wanted to be. And I just feel that this person taking over is really creative, and maybe watched the parents like focusing so much on the pentacles, and maybe they had to you know, get to this point. And now this person is very open. The body language is very open, which shows somewhat of a leaking of energy. And so when you have your feet turned out like that, you're leaking energy out. And then on the upper part, it's like a closed energy. So this is talking about being open to movement, to action, to change, but closed-minded a little bit about how it's going to be done. And so maybe that's the energy here. And this person is, because this card can also represent that you need to be more playful. And because it looks like he's stealing the swords, but in this case, I feel like he's just adding like more thoughts to how this could be even better. So this is something maybe growing up that you wanted to have, like more love, or more love of what you want to do, more relaxed way of being. And that energy is like a childhood wish. So the thing that this card is saying though is, okay, you are highly favored. Be very careful though here. Recognize you don't have the 10th cup here. We don't see another cup here anywhere. And external forces could change this for you. So you need to really stay focused and not be, you know, like too innovative and leave what these people have done that has made this successful totally behind. And also at the same time, add your innovation to it so you enjoy it. Yeah. Okay, so this is like, look at that. Like that now all of a sudden all the cups are showing up in the external forces. So because this is, someone has put 8 cups of energy into something and now they're walking away from it. And like here, look at they've got 7 swords and they're walking away with 5 of them. So, and here we have 9 cups and here we only have 8. So there could have been, maybe this person, the one thing that's missing in their life is romance. And so they want to go and find that love, like maybe not such a conservative love, but someone that is just right for them and the way that they want to live. So, well, like this card, it's kind of implying that if this position is taken, that they're not going to be able to live the way they want to live. So if that's some sort of royalty or whatever, or there's some protocols that have, you know, like a stuffiness, like is what I'm getting. And this is destiny, though. The wheel of fortune is turning and this opportunity is here. And it's been destined to happen. So that feels kind of like that energy of being the firstborn in a royal family, or the firstborn in a family, the firstborn male taking over the company, that kind of energy. So I feel like this has been, this represents past, present, and future. So this could be happening, have already happened. That it has been taken over, and now this person is reflecting back on how the parents did it and how they wanted to do it and how it's working out. Or this could be happening right now, or it could be happening in the future. Yes, and then we have the moon energy, and of course this reading is about the full moon, and that's one thing that I've noticed also. Like all of a sudden when these cups come in, there's, you know, the moon there, and there's the new moon and there's the full moon. And we had the new moon in November on around the 20th, and the new moon is when you really start to do something new. So maybe this message came in, okay, they're retiring, you're gonna, you have the role now. And now the full moon is coming up, and this person, maybe you're thinking about, okay, how am I going to do it? Because we see that again here. We have the full moon, and we have the new moon, and we have the sun. And this is saying an eclipse. So whatever this energy is, it's going to really change your life, like maybe lifestyle. It's going to be a lot of responsibility, I'm getting. And I'm getting that it could change your lifestyle in good ways and in like ways you don't want it to. It's kind of like weighing between that. And there's hidden energy here, but this energy is Cancer, coming out of the crab coming out of the water represents like that energy of someone that maybe doesn't want to leave their home or is going to have to travel somewhere and live somewhere else. That's very possible. The 2 pillars represent the fool on his journey going through this portal. And the moon is about illusions and the hidden aspects of what is going on when you take this position. So it's kind of like you won't really know until you've been in it and you know. So the new moon, if you think back to around like this reading, I'm working on this reading and I'll have it out in the next couple days. And it's getting close to the end of November here. So the 20th, if you think back to what was happening on November 20th and what was going on in your mind, because this is like this reading I'm getting is a representation of like at the most kind of energy, like if this was like someone from royalty, but this could be playing out in a smaller way in your family, or these dynamics could be playing out within yourself. So this is about getting, going through that portal of the new moon and the full moon, and the sun is also shining on it. So the energy, the moon is, the full moon is in Gemini, and the Gemini is opposite of Sagittarius, and Sagittarius represents this action, and I'm just seeing it's like this here. So what's happening is the sun and the moon are basically facing each other. The full moon and the sun are, it's both energies combined, looking over this situation. Really, really powerful. It's very powerful energy. Yeah, and look at 10 cups. There we have the 10 cups now. And we have the domestic dog and the wolf. So that's kind of like that energy of perhaps there's someone that you've always wanted to be with, and you're going to go get them now and share this with, because all of a sudden, we had no cups, and now the external forces are all about cups and hidden energy. Maybe there's a hidden love, someone that you've always cared about or whatever, and you thought, should I go and see how they're, should I try and contact them or whatever? Should I give them a message and see how they're doing? I've always wanted to get back together. It's that kind of energy. So like this is representing the 9 cups, and now we have the 10 cups. When and this could be a secret that comes out, or like a hidden, like you could bump into someone while you're looking for that other cup. It's really interesting energy, because all of this was in the internal boundaries, was about, get to work. This was all, there's not a cup to be seen. This is destiny, this is your role. And then all of a sudden, now that we're stepping into the external forces, it means there's someone else that you want involved, or that is involved. And the underlying energy is to shine like the star energy, and there's 2 vessels here, right? And then here it's kind of talking about, like, you see there's 2 people, and they're going to have a family, and it's total fulfillment. So it's not just what money can buy, but what abundance in all ways. And then we have 3 cups. Okay, so this energy, sometimes I look at this energy and I say, this could be gossip, slander, that kind of energy. And it still could be. But there's 3 people celebrating here. And a lot of readers will say, hey, it's a celebration. The whole village is enjoying this. But I feel like whenever this card comes up, because they're toasting each other and they're not looking at each other, and there's 3 of them, why isn't there 2 of them, celebrating? Who's this third person? And so that's the kind of energy that I always get from this card. Having said that, in this instance, like, there doesn't look like there's any other person, except for here where they're going to maybe get another cup. So I'm going to clarify this energy with my oracle. So this energy, if you're enjoying it and you want to know more, stick around for the clarifying. I'm using my oracle that I started back in 2007. It's Tales from the Vector, and this is from the Intergalactic Federation of Light, and there's 64 paintings in all. I'm an artist, so I had a lot of fun doing these paintings. It took me from 2007 to 2020 to get all 64 of them done. I had a lot, like really big dragon paintings, some of them. I had a lot of fun doing it, and I have had these, I had some cards made up when there was not, but I didn't have all the paintings done. And I was at psychic fairs and seminars that I held in that for about 4 or 5 years using them, and I was gathering information. And then what happened is 2020, the COVID. So now I'm back at it again because all the paintings are done now, and I am I have the numbers of the paintings on the cards that I'm using here. And you can go to talesfromthevector.com, which is TAILS from thevector.com. And you can look up the paintings if you want to see them. I will put in the description box below the number of the painting as they come up so that you'll know which ones were there. And there's also some extra information there. So to clarify the energy under the underlying energy with the underlying energy of my oracle is we have a karmic space of the need to be right. So this energy is, I'm getting sort of saying what this energy here is what I was talking about, where you have to do things right, you have to do things in an exact way, making mountains out of molehills, like having very, very high standards. There's nothing wrong with having high standards, but sometimes when you get a King of Pentacles and a Queen of Pentacles together, it can be like, instead with this Virgo energy, instead of it being like analytical critique, it can be like anal criticism. So there's a fine line between the two, and you need to know when to draw it. And then to clarify the underlying energy of the internal boundaries, we have the Wheel of Fortune. So it's saying, yeah, like this energy of the star, what I was saying about this, it's kind of like, yeah, whoever's taking this over, that's destined to take this over, business, company, you know, lifestyle, whatever this is, whatever it is for you. And this could even just be one person who is really anal and it's time to lighten up, right? And but the Wheel of Fortune, this is always, it's clarifying that this energy of the King of Pentacles, of being successful in everything, you know, this is what you're destined for, regardless of the rest of it. And then we have Pisces here. So this is about authority, and this is about being sensitive to your needs, other people's needs, and also acceptance of changes. Because if this is like a family business or like a dynasty or whatever, you know, it's probably, it's speaking about generational wealth. It's speaking about a legacy. So there would be like, this is the way you have things done. And we have gone through so many changes in 2020. Like a lot of people experienced a lot of changes because of the mandates and everything, and not, you know, being able to travel and things the way they were. This energy has changed so much, like now to 2025 and going into 2026. And sort of the old ways of doing things, we've got all the Aquarius energy, like, because back in 2020, we moved out of the age of Pisces into the age of Aquarius, and it's a very slow process. So we're still in the very beginning stages, but we're getting, like, now we're like about 6 years into it. And, you know, you may be noticing all the technology and all the AI and all of this more and more information coming out. And the more information you have, the more energy you have. So there's gonna, like, the just the technology alone, if you have a large corporation or a country or whatever to look after, there's just so much more technology out there. And that you would have to be on the, you know, able to deal with. And that's something Virgo is very able to do because they do things orderly. And then we have the Hermit. So this is about safe travels. This is saying, make sure that the people you work with, you know, I'm just getting that the people that they worked with may be retiring anyway, some of them, but you might want to use different advisors or whatever because of the technology I'm getting. So it's about going inward, and like the Hermit goes to the top of the mountain to confer with God and really decide, okay, how am I going to do this? Like, what's the energy, like how, like, and gain insight from sitting and meditating and meditative prayer, and then comes down from the mountain and implements what they went up there to and learned. And this is kind of the energy I'm getting is, okay, this person has been destined for this, has been trained for this, having said that, it's a lot different when you actually take that action and move forward with it than just being trained for it. So no longer an apprentice. Yeah, shooting star. So this is about having a really good attitude. And when you don't know what to do, going inward. And this attitude is everything when it comes to this energy. So I'm just getting that I don't feel like there's any problem with that at all. The only thing is that the shooting star is your basic needs to do well with this. And that's the warning that was given here, is that when you're wishing for something, you don't want to get caught in the wishing loop. Because when you're wishing for something, it means you didn't get the last cup. So it's like you have to take actions not just on the business and get caught up in all of that and like the material aspects of it, but you also need to look after this love interest, right? And then we have like to have total fulfillment. Then we have father figures. So turning princes into frogs. Sometimes that energy is kind of like you meet someone and you think, oh wow, what a prince. And then a year later it's like all you do is complain about them. And that's the kind of energy that it's saying, I'm just getting this relationship was kind of like there wasn't a lot of passion there, and it's just sort of saying that energy that you want to be a different type of executive. You want to be more passionate about what you're doing, and you want to have passion in your life and a lot of love in your life with your partner. And that's cool. That's a good idea. And so disruption, what's fun for some is not fun for everyone. I'm just getting that again. You know, when it comes to holiday season and all of that, like just really sticking to tradition and it has to be this way. And this is kind of like someone that's innovative, wants to do things in a different way. And so those are those internal boundaries. These people were more focused on what if this happens, what if that happens. And you're more like, what if I could do this? What if I changed this? What if I do it this way? And it's more of this Aquarius energy where it's innovative and you want to implement, observe what you would change, implement your plans, and then see how it works out, and then tweak it, is what I'm getting. And so that's Virgo. That's like Virgo at their best. So we have the joy and the this high priestess energy. So this is talking about also using your intuition when it comes to this. And that's what this is saying. Sometimes you need to go inward and make decisions for yourself. And sometimes it could be like you need to get advice, but you need to go inward to really feel, okay, who am I going to take that advice from? And the high priestess takes her advice from God, bang, just like that. And that's why she's joyful all the time. Because, hey, if God's running the show, then what do you have to worry about, right? And there we have another karmic space of pride. So this is just saying, don't let your pride get in the way if you need to get advice or whatever. It's, you know, you don't have to take an all or nothing attitude where you have to do everything yourself. And that's just cautioning that. To clarify this, yeah. So the karmic space of anger, there could have been like, you know, maybe this couple was quick to anger or like quick for, you know, discipline, that kind of energy. I'm just getting very like that, very Virgo energy. And you know, you want to approach this from a place where anger can get passed down from family to family, like from generation to generation. And anger has its place, but it's about being able to let go of that kind of, I'm just getting it, that attitude, you know, like where there would be some control through anger, right? That's kind of the energy of like back in the 50s and 60s, where if your parents would say, no, you can't do that, and you say, why? And they'd say, because I said so. done. And you were like, okay, it's done. These days it's not. A lot of people parent differently. So they give their kids a lot more say in what is going on. And so I'm getting that wasn't the case here. So we have the temperance, the devotion to your life path, and going forward. And I'm just getting you're strong to this. Like if you're feeling like, oh, it just doesn't feel quite right, give it a till the full moon. Because the full moon energy, we start feeling it about 3 days before and after. And I'm just getting that every single reading I've done, like in the last 6 or 7 readings, has been about this energy of like wanting to take action, but kind of feeling like held back. And I feel like that's just a general energy that a lot of people on the planet are feeling right now because of the astrological influences. And also I feel because we're coming to the end of 2025. And if you add up 2020, the digits in 2025, you've got a 9. It's the end of a cycle. It's the end of a year. And 2026 adds up to a 10, which boils down to a 1. And 1 represents new. So a lot of people are feeling that energy. I want to do new. I want to do new things. I want to do them in a different way, but sort of stuck in this old way. And that's going to change, I'm getting, pretty quick. And then we're going to say, oh, the good old days, they were so awesome. At least there was some order to it, right? And so, but new is great. It's good energy. The superstar energy is coming in on the Wheel of Fortune, and we also have the Wheel of Fortune here. So this is saying you are capable of doing a really good job in your own way, and make sure you use your words, like to express yourself, to give orders to people, all of that. Yeah, it doesn't have to be in so much like this way, but more of understanding how to create harmony within the company, within your family, within yourself. And we have guiding star. So we've got the intuition also. And so that's just saying that again, the high priestess is, someone that uses their intuition. And so this is all about intuition. And so when there's parts of it I'm getting that you don't know what to do, just don't be too proud to say, I don't know what to do. So I'm going to go inward, I'm going to reflect upon it, I'm going to collaborate with people that want to support me, and I'm going to make a plan and follow it. I'll observe it, I'll experiment, and if it didn't work, I will do something else better. And that kind of attitude will bring you a lot of fulfillment. We have dissension, and so this is, when you are this, if this is, this feels like a lot of abundance. It feels like a lot of money, a lot of abundance, a lot of happiness. And there's going to be some people who actually are jealous of you. And so you need to be aware of that. And, but I'm getting you already are, because you're already living it. I'm getting this is a legacy. So you have the training. But sometimes you have to remember that. And this is just a warning again. When you collaborate with other people, use your intuition to who you want to collaborate with, and then make sure, check into their credentials, like that whoever you hire to do a position in the company or whatever, that those people are qualified. That's what I'm getting. And this is saying, and this is on this card again. And so when I look at that, like this is commitment in marriage here, like wanting commitment in marriage and partnerships. And then this is the transformation, like when I'm getting it sent over. And then we've got the Wheel of Fortune on the learning and the travel and all of that energy, like doing things differently. Then we've got like the career and reputation. So there's hidden aspects that you're going to have to learn about in the company, which is normal, and kind of your public image. And then we have the but there's all this happiness there in the blessings and friends and all of that. So I'm getting you have really good people in your life, and good, you know, like people you can trust, that you could get you know, you could ask them and they would give you the best of their ability, their answer to empower you. And so it's talking about really using your intuition and to guide you in that way, as well as picking out a lover, because there's still, I'm still getting that you haven't really met the person you want to be able to do this with, but that could be, you know, that could be coming as this energy unfolds. It sometimes, what it's saying basically is when you're on your life's path and you have so many choices, and like you have this responsibility that you know you're going to be fulfilling, you don't have time for your love life. It's saying make sure you put that time into it so that you can celebrate. It could be like these 3 cups could represent, you know, health, wealth, happiness, you know, love. And we have the people here with 2 children. You know, there could be children. This could be like adding to the cups, right? Adding more love into your life. But I'm getting that will come as you make this transition. So this was an interesting reading. It was nice to have a calm reading and one that's really moving forward in a positive way. If you've enjoyed this, you know, like, comment, let me know, you know, if you've enjoyed it, and consider subscribing if you resonate with the energy. I will do another reading for you. I'm actually working on, after this, I will be doing a mid-December reading, just in time before the holidays. Bye for now.